OMG, you guys will never believe what we've decided to do. It's something absolutely wild, something that's going to test our endurance, our friendship, and our love for gaming. Are you ready for this? My friends and I have decided to embark on a 24-hour gaming challenge. Yes, you heard that right, 24 hours of non-stop gaming. Can you even imagine? We're talking about an entire day dedicated to nothing but gaming. We've got our controllers ready, our snacks piled high, and our spirits soaring. The excitement in the room is palpable. We're all a mix of nervous and thrilled, wondering if we can actually pull this off. But one thing's for sure, we're going to give it our all. That's a whole day of non-stop gaming. We've set up multiple screens, arranged our gaming stations, and even have a countdown clock to keep track of our progress. It's going to be intense, but we're ready for the challenge. We're talking epic battles, crazy adventures, and tons of laughs. From the most intense boss fights to the silliest multiplayer games, we're going to experience it all. The highs, the lows, the victories, and the defeats. It's all part of the journey. I know, it sounds insane, but sometimes you've got to do something a little crazy to make unforgettable memories. And this, my friends, is going to be one for the books. But trust me, it's going to be legendary. We've got our game faces on, and we're ready to conquer this challenge. High fives all around because we're in this together. I'm already freaking out a little. The anticipation is killing me. What if we get too tired? What if we run out of snacks? What if our internet connection fails us? So many what ifs, but we're not going to let that stop us. Can we actually do this? We've got determination in our eyes and a plan in place. We've even scheduled breaks to stretch and refuel. It's going to be tough, but we're ready to face it head on. Will we survive 24 hours glued to our screens? Only time will tell. We're prepared for the fatigue, the eye strain, and the inevitable moments of frustration. But we're also ready for the fun, the camaraderie, and the sense of accomplishment. I mean, I love gaming, but this is next level. We're pushing our limits and stepping out of our comfort zones. It's going to be a roller coaster ride, and we can't wait to see where it takes us. Wish us luck. Okay, I have to go. The countdown is almost over and it's time to get started. We've got our game plan, our snacks, and our determination. It's going to be an epic adventure. It's almost time to start. The excitement is building and we're all gathered around, ready to hit that start button. This is it, the moment we've been waiting for. I'll update you guys soon. Stay tuned for all the highs and lows of our 24-hour gaming marathon. We're going to document every moment so you can experience it right along with us. Keep your fingers crossed for us. We're going to need all the luck we can get. Here's to an unforgettable adventure. Let the games begin. All right, guys, we're prepped and ready to go. The atmosphere is electric, and you can feel the excitement in the air. Everyone's gathered around, setting up their gaming stations with meticulous care. Controllers are being plugged in, screens are being adjusted, and the final touches are being made to ensure everything is perfect. It's like the calm before the storm, a moment of quiet anticipation before the chaos of the game begins. Getting ready for this challenge was like preparing for a major exam, only way more fun. We had our strategies planned out, our roles assigned, and our game faces on. The camaraderie was palpable as we joked around, shared tips, and hyped each other up. It was a blend of serious preparation and lighthearted fun, a perfect mix to get us in the zone. The energy was contagious and you could see the determination in everyone's eyes. We stocked up on enough snacks and drinks to feed a small army. Chips? Check. Candy? Double check. Energy drinks? You bet! The snack table was a sight to behold, overflowing with all sorts of goodies to keep us fueled throughout the night. We had everything from salty chips to sweet candies and a variety of energy drinks to keep us going. It was a gamer's paradise and we were ready to indulge. We even had pizza delivered. Gotta keep our energy levels up, right? The smell of freshly baked pizza filled the room, adding to the already buzzing atmosphere. It was the perfect fuel for our gaming marathon, and we made sure to take short breaks to enjoy a slice or two. After all, a well-fed gamer is a happy gamer. Of course, we had to set some ground rules. No sleeping. We were in it for the long haul, and everyone had to be on board with the plan. We agreed that staying awake was crucial to keep the momentum going. It was a test of endurance as much as skill, and we were all determined to see it through to the end. Bathroom breaks are allowed, but you have to pause the game. We all knew that nature calls, and it was important to have a fair system in place. Pausing the game ensured that no one missed out on any action, and it gave us a chance to regroup and strategize. It was a small but essential rule that kept the game fair and fun for everyone. And most importantly, no cheating. We were all about fair play here. Cheating would ruin the spirit of the game, and we wanted to make sure that everyone had an equal chance to shine. It was all about skill, strategy, and having a good time. We made a pact to play honestly and respect each other's efforts. We're all about fair play here. The handshake sealed the deal, a mutual agreement to keep the game clean and competitive. It was a moment of unity, a shared understanding that we were all in this together. The spirit of fair play was at the heart of our gaming session, and it made the experience all the more enjoyable. The excitement in the room was electric. You could feel the adrenaline pumping as we geared up for the challenge ahead. The intensity of the moment was palpable, and it brought out the best in all of us. We were ready to give it our all, to push our limits and see how far we could go. The energy was infectious, and it fueled our determination to succeed. We were all buzzing with anticipation, controllers in hand, ready to dive headfirst into the digital world. The countdown began, and with each passing second the excitement grew. It was a moment of pure exhilaration, a culmination of all our preparations and efforts. We were ready to embark on this epic gaming adventure, and nothing could hold us back. The stage was set, the players were ready, and the game was about to begin. Let the games commence. And we're off! The challenge has officially begun! We decided to start with our all-time favorite multiplayer game. You know, the one where we team up, strategize, and conquer our opponents. The first few hours flew by. We were completely absorbed in the game, cheering each other on, and celebrating every victory. It was pure gaming bliss. Every time we completed a level or defeated a boss, a surge of adrenaline would rush through us. It was exhilarating. Okay, so maybe I spoke too soon about the whole flying by thing. After a few more hours, things started to get real. And by real, I mean we were all starving. Remember that mountain of snacks I told you about? Yeah, well, let's just say it didn't stand a chance against our gaming-fueled appetites. We devoured everything in sight. Pizza boxes were left empty, chip bags were reduced to crumbs, and the empty energy drink cans were starting to pile up. We ordered more pizza, obviously. You can't game on an empty stomach, right? Section 5. Eyelids getting heavy. The sugar rush from all the snacks definitely helped, but as we approached the halfway mark, fatigue started to set in. It was a typical Friday night, and we had planned an all-night gaming marathon. The excitement was palpable as we gathered around the TV, controllers in hand, ready to conquer virtual worlds. The first few hours flew by in a blur of laughter, high fives, and intense concentration, but as the clock ticked past midnight, the initial adrenaline began to wear off. Our eyes felt heavy, our brains felt fried, and let's not even talk about our aching thumbs. The room, once filled with energetic banter, now echoed with the occasional yawn. We had underestimated the toll that hours of continuous gaming would take on our bodies. The bright screen, the constant focus, and the repetitive motions were starting to wear us down. We tried to push through, determined to make it to the end, but it was clear that our bodies were begging for a break. Keeping each other awake became a challenge in itself. We started to come up with creative ways to stay alert. One of us suggested taking turns to tell funny stories or share embarrassing moments from our past. This not only kept us awake but also brought a lot of laughter and lightened the mood. Another idea was to switch games frequently to keep things fresh and exciting. We even tried playing some fast-paced music to keep our energy levels up. We resorted to all sorts of tactics, splashing water on our faces, doing jumping jacks, even blasting loud music. At one point, we decided to take a short break and step outside for some fresh air. The cool night breeze was refreshing and helped to wake us up a bit. We also made sure to stay hydrated, drinking plenty of water and avoiding too much caffeine, which we knew would lead to a crash later on. Whatever it took to stay awake and focused, we were determined to make it through the night, no matter what. We even set small goals and challenges for ourselves, like reaching a certain level in the game or beating a high score. These little milestones gave us something to strive for and kept us motivated. The camaraderie and support from each other were crucial in keeping our spirits high. But even with our best efforts, there were moments when we'd catch each other nodding off. It was almost comical to see someone suddenly jerk awake, realizing they had dozed off mid-game. We would tease each other, but it was all in good fun. Despite the fatigue, the shared experience brought us closer together. By the time the sun started to rise, we were exhausted, but happy. We had made it through the night, and the memories we created were worth every yawn and sleepy eye. Section 6. Almost there. The last few hours were the toughest. We were running on fumes, pure willpower and determination. Every muscle in our bodies ached, our eyes were bloodshot, but we pushed through. We could practically taste victory. We knew we couldn't give up now. We had come too far and spent way too much time awake to let sleep steal our glory. The finish line was in sight, and the thought of conquering this epic challenge kept us going. Section 7. Victory! We did it! We actually survived the 24-hour gaming challenge. I can't believe it. We laughed, we cried. Okay, maybe that was just from the sleep deprivation. But most importantly, we conquered. Words can't describe the feeling of accomplishment that washed over us as the clock struck 24 hours. We had pushed ourselves to the limit and emerged victorious. It was an experience we'll never forget. We learned that with teamwork, a whole lot of caffeine, and a touch of insanity, anything is possible. Section 8. Would you dare? So, what do you guys think? Could you handle a 24-hour gaming marathon? Let me know in the comments.